It's another beautiful edition of Bystanders at Newsstands, your number one super review program on your number one channel, Flip TV. Michael Adekunle is my name, and I'll be taking you on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. All right, the edition of this program we have here, the Vanguard newspaper, was the Vanguard dishing out to the public. Insecurity, regional groups back call for sack of service chiefs. On insecurity, regional groups back call for sack of service chiefs. Of course, you know what has been going on in Nigeria on the issue of security. Some days ago, the Senate minority leader, Inaya Baribi, tackled presidency, confronted presidency on the issue of rising insecurity in Nigeria. Let's move on to other stories here. National Security Council meets, keeps mum on call to sack service chiefs. National Security Council meets, keeps mum on call to sack service chiefs. They are long overdue for sack, says Afenifere. They are long overdue for sack, says Afenifere. They have exhausted their ideas. Ohaneze is saying this. They have exhausted their ideas. That's what Ohaneze is saying. That the service chiefs have exhausted their ideas. They have nothing to offer to the country. Again, all right, fresh hands with fresh ideas needed. Yakasai. Wow. Fresh hands with fresh ideas needed, says Yakasai. All right, let's quickly move on to another one here. National Assembly confirmed Nigeria under siege, says Khan. National Assembly confirmed Nigeria under siege, says Khan. That's the Christian Association of Nigeria. They have overstayed, says ABC Nwosu. Wow, these people are really tackling the service chiefs. They have overstayed, says ABC Nwosu. Buhari aware and in charge of everything happening in the country, says Femi Adesina. Wow. Buhari is aware and in charge of everything happening in the country, says Femi Adesina. Of course, Femi Adesina is the media aide to the president. Let's quickly move down to another story here. Malabu court orders arrest of ex-petroleum minister Etete. 2 others. All right, give legal backing to Amotekun on Neofife. Gani Adams at Bekoya task Southwest lawmakers. On Amotekun, give legal backing to Amotekun on your FIFA. Gani Adams at Bekoya task Southwest lawmakers. Moving to another story here on Next Level was all about the next level. Next level agenda will focus on healthcare, says Buhari. Next level agenda will focus on healthcare, says the president of this country, Muhammadu Buhari. The hot and sexy side of Tiwa Savage in recent years. You can find this on the page 21 of the Vanguard newspaper. Moving on to another story here. WHO declares coronavirus outbreak global health emergency. Coronavirus is a deadly disease, and the WHO is declaring coronavirus outbreak global health emergency. Moving on to the last story here. Shippers Council wants insurance firms to key into 80 million uninsured cargo. These are the stories we have on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Of course, our viewers are here to express their opinions. Let's quickly join them. I'll be right back.
The comment of Abaribe is not an attack. If you say an attack, it means maybe something that is not expected. It is expected that when there is a problem in the country, the Senate, the House of Representatives has to stand up. Before now, it is expected that they acted, but they just keep moving because it is APC. Because APC has the both house. If we were to be the opposition that have the 2 houses, there will have been at least actions before now. But they kept moving until everybody is dying. Play 2, see play 2. Play 2 play in play 2, where they were mass slaughter years back. In 2019, I think there were about 200 people that were killed. So but what did the people, the lawmakers do? They were just watching. Up today, nowadays, we are in 2020 now, other people were killed also. So it is expected that the House rise up immediately. Because if a soul is lost, you can never revive it. Just a soul. Not talk about 20, 50, 40 people. And they will just be looking as if they don't know what to do, or that there's nothing is happening. So it is expected that they should act. See, if the Mr. President is not ready to govern, remove. You remove him. Let him resign voluntarily, or we impeach him. You impeach him and let people of idea. See, the whole world, the security is a major issue in the whole world. We need people who can think. We need people who is ready for the job. It's no longer a tea party. Governance is no longer a tea party. Because as we are waiting for this issue to go off, another one is coming out. So we need people, think tanks, people who can think, people who can go out of the box and create a new box of thinking. So it's not the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria today. We don't need them.
Now, what do you think is stopping the president from sacking the service chiefs?
Because what I think is, when he put those guys there, he knew they were from his side. He knew these people are people from his own side, from the north. So asking him to remove them, it's just like you are telling him to remove his own people.
Does it mean he's been sentimental or what?
Of course.
He's been tribalistic.
From the beginning of his administration is based on nepotism, tribalism, and whatever you can name it. Let's start from the NJC or what's this guy name? The CJN. Tanko Mohammed, who is he never read the secular law. It's a sentiment law, which is Sharia law. That sentiment, he never qualified for the job. And the same thing for other service chiefs. Like the other service, I didn't mean you miss them. Give a mix up. You have maybe from the army, you have the north. From the navy, you have maybe the south or southwest or other minority tribes. You mix them so that they will exchange ideas. But when we are from just one side, they know why they were put there. They know why they were there. To serve Mr. President's idea, to serve Mr. President's whatever things he wants. Look at the Senate also. The Senate. He said whatever Buhari says is good for Nigeria. How can the Senate, the President of the Senate say a thing like that? So it is obvious what APC or Buhari wants for Nigeria. They are never ready for governance.
What's your take on the chairman of APC saying that PDP is escalating the issue of insecurity just to overthrow Buhari?
What is escalation? 20 people died. Who is escalating what? In plate, okay, they were just giving 20 people mass burial. Who is escalating what? Okay, how many people should die before they act? How many more people they want the herdsmen to kill before the everybody start talking? 200? 1,000? Who is escalating what? This is an issue. Somebody has died. Not 1, not 2, not 20, not 30.
It's been a constant thing.
And it's been a recurrent issue. Yes. And you say that somebody is escalating it. Who is escalating? Is it the person that killed them? What does it take for you to organize these elders? If they are bandits, we know that, like I said before, when there is a security issue and you are not addressing it, every other bandits will put themselves under that security issue, which is herdsmen. Every invader, every thief, every robber is an herdsman, because they know that the Mr. President loves the herdsmen. He's their chief patron. He is never ready to do anything to hurt them. So everybody is an X-Men. Because you are not ready to address the issue. Everybody wants to be an X-Men because you will not kill them.
Now, if the president fails to attend to this issue as soon as possible, urgently, what do you think will be the outcome?
We know that OPC own everything, both Senate, everything. I think, well, if they impeach him, will have been the best. But I don't expect that to happen because it is their house. It is their party thing. They will never do anything like that. But going forward, we need to do something urgent. And that is why we said during one of your interviews, I said, if the Southwest or other tribe are ready to address this security issue and the president is not to support, they will frustrate it. To remember. Now, immediately Amatekun issue came out. What did this guy said? No, as in the, I mean, no, as in the law, I mean, the judiciary, this Malami, Attorney General of the Federation said it's illegal. IG said it's illegal. Why? They want to frustrate it. There is if somebody kill your brother, kill your wife, and you retaliate and kill the person, which is legal, which is illegal. Somebody is killing your people, and people are reacting, creating, forming up something that can address the issue. I will say it's illegal.
They can't just keep quiet and watch.
You want them to keep quiet and let everybody die? So somebody is addressing it, say it's illegal. Now which one is legal? The killing or the solution to the killing? No, like a lawyer said, he said no country move beyond legislation. Legislation come after the people agitation. If there is an issue on ground, if it's illegal or illegal, you give it the legal backing for the solution for a solution. If the solution is legal backing, the laws are not made to serve animals. They are made to serve the people. So if the law is against what the people want, you change the law to favor what the people want.
Thank you so much.
In America, if they said they want a woman to marry an animal, and if it's the majority say it, they will change the law to favor it. That is what the law should be. The law should not go beyond the people. The law will follow what the people want.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Your name again?
Steven.
Steven. Very good contribution from you. Alright, still Vice in the South News Stands on Flip TV. Of course, you know, we have very, very brilliant reviewers at the newsstand, dishing out vital information, crucial stories right here. Let's quickly join some of them for more. I'll be right back. Regional groups back call for sack of service chiefs, but there's something I want you to see. What are these things? National Security Council meets, keeps mom on call to sack service chiefs. Wow. National Security Council meets, keeps mom on call to sack service chiefs. You see what is going on right here. They are long overdue for sack, says Afenifere. They are long overdue, says Afenifere. Now they have exhausted their ideas. Or Neze is saying this. Fresh hands with fresh ideas needed, says Yakasai. Now we have it here. ABC was saying this. They have overstayed. Now, what is stopping the president from taking a drastic action?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Michael. They are overdue, they are overstayed, but I like Ohanese's point of view. The point they made there, their idea has been over-exhausted. They use everything, technicality, everything behind their reach on fights against insurgency and no good result. What do you expect? Give way, pave way for others. Brutal is not the only military chief we have. There are other military chiefs, both present and past ones, that could come up with better ideas. So the best thing, I love Ohanese. I love Afenifere. They have overstayed. Let me tell you, what Afenifere means here is look at Ihejirika during his own time. Just very shortly, so effectively, to the extent that the North started crying, we are being killed, we are being maimed, it's too much, which made him to come out and say, attack on Boko Haram is same attack or not. Let me tell you, that gentleman, he came out with good result. I mean, General Ihejirika. So why brutal? Why leaving brutal there? Brutal has been there since 2015, brutal 2016, brutal 2017, 18, 19, and 20. He has been there for a very longer time than other ex-military service. So this time around, he's trying to back down. He should get out from that place. We have other intelligent military officers who could take up that position. Brutal has Buhari has an agenda to have, kept that man there, to retain that man there. Especially look at this Fulani IG. Look at other previous IGs. They're supposed to bow down when they find out that they are not giving us results. This Fulani IG, he knows this, he still stays there because of money, because of Ghana must go. I tell you, Buhari knows what he's doing. He has a hidden agenda. By the way, is that man really Buhari? I'll be keep on looking and taking glance on his picture in the recent time. I'm beginning to realize that this is not the old man I knew. I'm telling you, I begin to doubt it now. I'm telling you.
There have been speculations about that.
I'm telling you, serious speculations. I saw the certificate online. I saw everything. I think understand. I saw the marks on his face, his ear, his bald head. He doesn't remove his cap anymore. I'm telling you, a foreigner is the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
A foreigner is the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Opara, look at what is happening right now. Rising insecurity. Happy with. What do you have to say?
You see one thing. The present man in power, so-called Buhari, is a failure. Not only in security, it's a failure in all aspects of governance. He don't know what caused governance in the first place. He don't know what is called election in the first place. And he don't have human heart. He doesn't reason like a normal human being. Now, if he's reasoning like a normal human being, at least he can have sympathy on life that we are losing every day. Look at this recent one in Plateau State. Their architects and their leaders you see in Plateau State now, arrest them. Now, and the man is there. And the IG, the chief, the service chiefs are telling us they are capable. Even they are the one that went and tell the so-called president to stop Amateku. We are capable to handle the security. We are not capable to do what? Ordering Northeast to calm them down. Even if I thought you're not able to wipe them off, at least give them a limitation. They are not able to do it. As Ohaneze said, this and Afenifere, these people have overdue. Not overdue, they have overweight. They have overweight. They have eaten so much. Their life is so sweet for them. Money have entered their brain. They don't want to die. They don't want to move forward. And they don't want to live. And let me ask you, who are the service chief? The service chief are the one ruling Nigeria, not the Buhari. The service chief are the people who are brain behind the man that is ruling. So he can remove them like that. You understand?
When they are not performing.
When they are not performing. Look at Ihejirika. Ihejirika performed his best. When he was there during the Jonathan regime, he condemned Boko Haram. They are not able to move south. They are not able to move west, not west, even not central. He condemned them.
Now, let's quickly go back to what happened during the 2015 general election. Buhari made a statement, and one of his agenda, one of his promises was to tackle insecurity. I think he said that.
Yes. Buhari, that was one of the major,
what he used in campaigning.
Thank you. So he used it. Let me tell you, he used it as he used it as a common balance to lure Nigerians. He lured us to vote for him, and he succeeded. Because you could find out that in 2015 it was like everything was broken down. Honestly. No security. Under the regime of Jonathan, they were coming up then. So this man now came out and lured us with such juicy promises. He even said if they fail, failure to perform, we should all stone them to death. Have they succeeded? What is the scoreboard now? Do you think these people score up to 45%, which is pass mark? I'm telling you, he used that as a common balance to lure Nigerians. And he succeeded in seducing us into this kind of nonsense, next level, government. Let me tell you, Abaribe's statement in the House, I love him. He said, these are the set of people that promise us that if they fail within 6 months, we should stone them to death. He said, Buhari, it is time you resign. It is more than 6 months. It is more than 2 years. It is more than 3 years. It is barely just, let's say going to 5 years now, you have failed. The best thing is to step aside. Remember your promises. If you fail, we should stone you. What are we saying? We should attack these people and sack them from that place. I'm telling you, if Nigerians, if the fellowship here is like that of United States, we would have done that. If the fellowship in Nigeria here is like that of United Kingdom, we would have done that. If the fellowship here is like that of the Latin Americans, Latinos, we would have done that. But look at the fellowship. We are so complacent. We are so docile. We are, let me tell you, being placated with juicy positions, money, job, contracts. I'm telling you, Nigeria is under attack. Nigeria was subjected to constant attacks from 2015 to 2020, this present time, by visitors. I could overhear, I overheard on the radio, people clamoring for America, Western world to come to our aid this early morning. I said yes in my mind. That's the only solution. But the service chiefs, they have failed.
But if you claimed that's the only solution,
yes.
Sometimes ago during Jonathan's era, we had Jonathan, bringing up the U.S. government, UK, even
Thank
France.
You. Let me tell you. No, what happened? Sorry, Mr. Opala. See what happened. He invited Americans over, France, Israeli. But when these guys came up, when they came to Nigeria, they discovered that most vital documents, that is classified informations, are being leaked to the insurgency.
By the so-called
Nigerian military, by the so-called Northeasterners. What do you expect from America? Do you know the meaning of classified informations? If you leak one, they will kill you. They will take your life. You are an enemy of state.
That's why they had to move.
Thank you. That's why they said, why must we waste our energy, and logistics and other things? We should go. No. These people, they know what is wrong here.
They know what is wrong.
So they should sort it out themselves.
Your contribution.
Yeah. You see, all said and done, the enemy within is worse than the enemy outside. You know one thing, as you are saying, the foreign aid. Now, as he said, yes, the America came in during the time of Jonathan. What exactly happened? Now, let us go and bring former governor of Borno State. I think Shetima. Bring him and call him to come and explain how Boko Haram managed to be. Even this President Buhari, if he is the Buhari that I know, that said in 2014 that why should Nigerian citizens were banned not to travel freely in Nigeria country. If it's the same Buhari I know, Boko Haram call, that is their spokesman, you should want to call for negotiation. They say Buhari will be their chief negotiator on their own behalf. They should go to Saudi Arabia. If the same man is the same that Buhari of that time, they should call him to come and explain. Why should those people say he should be their spokesman, their representative? Now, let us call the Kabas, the political leaders in the north, who accuse Irejika that is killing them. The attack on Boko Haram is attack on the northerners. Let us go and call them to come explain why do they say so. Now let us call the northern leaders, mafians, cabals that say the Irejika, we will take you to ICC because you kill our people. And the Irejika report to them, reply them, if you want to take me to ICC, International Criminal Court, I'm ready to go with you. Then when we go, I will bring the documents and give them, we know the sponsors of Boko Haram. Now, this is why they're not able to remove Boko Haram. Because your father cannot kill you. Your father, when a man who born a criminal, his children are criminals, cannot make a law to execute criminal. He just make a law that will mellow down the tension of the people. Now, Boko Haram is born of the north, and the children of the north to destabilize Jonathan government, which they succeeded. But now, what they sowed is what they are reaping. But this time is too much. They have decided to south. They have decided to meet to bed much than ever. Now, these people, the present government, Buhari and his allies, promise us within 6 months they will crush Boko Haram. Instead of crushing Boko Haram, they give a bath to Fulani herdsmen. Whom are you deceiving? How can insurgency stop? How can insecurity stop? How can we build our security up? Now, they say service chief could retire. Who are the service chief? They are the master planner of the whole thing. Even up to now, they are working hand to hand with those service chiefs. Try to understand me. Now, the service chiefs are using this issue as a legal business. Legal business, not illegal. They use it as a legal business. Now, one way or the other, a certain money from the federal government, a certain money from the citizens that to protect. Now, if you don't pay for your protection, you cannot have it in that northeast. People are complaining. People are lamenting that these people get certain money from the villagers. Why? And you build that where you are to secure. Your next back will be there be attack there, and you cannot rescue that you're at their back. You face people here, turn your back to the attackers, killing the civilians. Then what are you doing?
Let me pause you there. Raphael, you've heard what he said. Sir, concerning this issue of insecurity in the country, it seems some groups are not taking it lightly with the federal government, especially the presidency. Now, what is your own take on it?
No, when my prayer since is that let everybody, the leader that have mouth to talk, to say something when the federal can listen, let them rise up and say, because every day killing in this country is too much. And look at what happened in Plateau State. The military leader had to come out and say that they are the one responsible for it. This is the recent killing in Plateau, and up till now we have not seen any action of the leader, person that says leading people. We have not seen any action taken by them. So for me, if like now the chief of army staff in tenure have passed 2 years ago, the year that he's supposed to serve as a chief of army staff have exhausted. He don't have anything to offer again. He should do what? They should do what? Remove him and replace him with somebody. They never command the Air Force chief. All of them, they have nothing to offer to this country. That is why, even though when the Senate, many of them, the Senate president, the House of Rep, they know the truth, but they are afraid. Nobody want to talk. And the man that come out to say the truth, because you cannot expect the commander-in-chief to tell us that the killing the country is too much, and you say nobody should do what? Say anything. That's what Buhari said. He said the killing in Nigeria is too much, he don't know what to do. So he's expecting me to come and tell him what to do as a commander-in-chief, that me, I should come and tell him, say, oh, Mr. President, this is what he's supposed to do. Me say he don't know what he's supposed to do, he should do what? Resign. That is the word that the man used. He said because as far as the commander-in-chief, he don't know what to do. He should resign from there so that person that know what to do should do what? Take over. You understand? That is what his advice for a person that has sense. If you know that the things is too much for you, you give space for somebody that know where to start from, not by occupying space. Because as him now as the president, he just occupying that space, he's not doing anything. Because if you look around the country now, the country is in danger. If you are a person that is know what is going on, the country is what? Is in danger. When you see the country like this, as in Nigeria, we are in very danger, and a time when the danger will explode, nobody will escape it. Even though him, all of them that in that sort of think that they are in that sort of, they are protected by the security. The time will come, the security cannot protect them. All of them, because when the danger explodes, it will reach all of them, because you cannot expect that now our border is open, free for West African people to come. Anybody living in Africa, to come free, but food is not coming. Now I want to tell that we don't have leader. If every region that want to defend themselves, they should rise up and do what? Defend themselves. If Plateau State want to still sit down and allow Mietiala to come and slaughter all of them, they should sit down, because the president, he don't know what to do. He have already said it, saying he don't know what to do. So let the people that know what to do what? Rise up and do what they know that he will protect all of them. You understand? So that is it.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, I have something to say because of this misguided information or misguided criticism over Ejirika's, when he was in charge as Nigerian military chief of general or army staff. Let me tell you, that guy was something else. He tried a lot under Jonathan, and let me tell you, it was greeted with his performance. I mean, was greeted by this Transparency International. They awarded him the best and most intelligent military officer of his time during his own tenure. Anybody could quote me, go and Google it, follow Ejirika up. He was the man in charge when he sent the military officer that went to East to fight those, what do you call them, kidnappers. When kidnappers was much in the southern Nigeria, he was in charge then, and they succeeded, they tried. Then, why? I have a question to ask you. If the southern west, southwestern Nigeria is in trouble now, do you think it is right to employ or to appoint a military officer that is from Yoruba, from that extraction, to fight the insurgency in the southwest? It's not right. Nigeria has not been doing that since I know inception of this country. Someone they should deploy to southwest should be from Igbo extraction, Ejo extraction, Benue Mid-Belt or Hausa extraction.
So you'll be able to fight it without any sentiment.
With alacrity, without sentiment. Now, Buhari, this stupid Buhari, employed an Hausa Fulani Brutai to be fighting them over there, and that is why there are loopholes. He can't deal with his people.
That is what Buhari said. Wait, let me say something. During Jonathan time, Ejirika, that is chief of army staff, he sent all the battalion that they have in Nigeria to pursue Boko Haram, fire to fire. The same Buhari, this Buhari that is the president now, come out and call all the whole Hausa Eda, sit down and tell them, will you fold your hand and allow the Igbo to come and kill the youth of the Hausa? That is what he said. And that is the reason why Jonathan see that those people want to bring something in. He had to remove Ejirika. You understand? And when their mind now calm down is when he replace him. He's the one that put Brota there. He now bring this one back out and put Brota so that their mind will do what? They will not see it as what? As sentiment that maybe Jonathan want to wipe it. That's why Jonathan now know that this thing is what? It's a coup. Because for a person, a leader that want to lead a nation, make that statement, you know that they are the one that form it. Because now the thing is overpowering them. That's why I see that all the north, some of the people, some of them are just crying, they are just carrying because they think the money that they expect to be getting from that is not coming. You understand? Because they form the Boko Haram. You cannot say you want to fight Boko Haram now. Now, chief of army staff is Fulani, the same people, the Islamic terrorist Boko Haram. IG of police is the same Islamic. You understand? And the people are fighting for who? Islamic. What are you telling me? Even another commander is what? Islamic. All of them, the top leader in all those efforts, everything we have is where? Islamic. Then what do you think that they can fight? They can't fight. Even the president himself, no. Anything they do, except if the president know that they want Lala Mohammed will come and tell us that Boko Haram will be what? Defeated. Next day, Boko Haram will throw bomb, kill people. There's a woman that attacked this one, that Mumu Adeshino, that Buhari spokesperson. One Hausa woman attacked her and said that, why will you be supporting evil? What is not good? In 2015, the Shaibu was not kidnapped. In 2015, how many health workers that they kidnapped and slaughtered them? In 2015, the camp chairman that they kidnapped and killed, she was not kidnapped. In 2015, a student from Plateau State that they kidnapped and used gun to kill her, put the video everywhere. They were not kidnapped, and they say Buhari is doing best. Which best is he doing? Is he doing the best, bringing the S-men from another country to come and kill innocent people? Is that the best that the president is doing? The man as a Buhari sit down there. I said it before, and I will still say it again. He don't have anything to offer to this country. He just fighting for the selfish interest of his people. Because as a president, when Benue State start, the major that come out and say that they were responsible. The president did not do anything. Only what he tell us that he have given order to IG to go to Benue, but the IG refused. Why? Is that a reasonable word? You understand? Is that a reasonable word? Now Plateau State, major that come out and say they are the one do responsible for the, what are you telling me? And nothing has been done to the leader. It is a major leader that is threatening everybody, all the whole people group in the region, in the country. The only major is threatening everybody. Telling that if they do this, major will do what? Kill them. Are they the one bring this country? Are we the one? Are we the owner of the country? Is it major that have the country? Because when we have a leader, if a leader know that he want to rule, you want to, because I said it before that there is what danger in this country. Jonathan visited him yesterday. Only what he want to tell, he say he's afraid. You understand of what is about to happen to the country? Because you understand, when you see a reasonable leader, he will tell you that the thing is that is about to happen. Obasanjo said it before. People don't, many people don't value the word of Obasanjo, but Obasanjo is a man that if he sit down, he will know what is about to happen. He will say it. All this thing happen now. Obasanjo has said it. Some Yoruba people will come here, go around and say, Obasanjo, because Obasanjo is not person that will come for street, they share 1,000. You understand? I only tell them, you don't need to share 1,000. The person that set their life in danger, that just put the electric pole and the light there, just they carry all of them, they go. Many Yoruba, that is Tinubu. He said pole to carry all of them, go, make electric kill all of them. But they don't know, they still they run the full arm. You understand? But Obasanjo that have vision to tell them what is supposed to happen, because he don't use to share 1,000, they don't like him. Because he don't put them for Agboro, you don't like him. But it's Agboro for Lagos State again, they still want to come out for their hand. What are you telling me? Because the leader we have now, they don't have the value. But I don't have the interest of this country. He just want to occupy that number one, and fight for the interest of the people. That you want to fight for the S-man, the military, all of them. That is what you want to fight for. They know how to handle the. If they say they want to fight Boko Haram, they want to fight terrorists. When the terrorists, if we have person that is not an Islamic person, they will know how to. Jonathan tried for this Boko Haram. He wanted to wipe them. That is when the American army come. You know that there's a time that the British send army to come and fight, and they now come, they discover that the people in this Boko Haram and the midst of the army, they will track and see where Boko Haram is, where they want to strike. Information will get to the Boko Haram that they are about to do what strike. They immediately British had to withdraw the army. Say because they don't want to commit suicide. They will go to a place and they may do what? Commit suicide. They may kill all of them there because they may not know, because they are withdrawing all of them. So that is it.
All right, viewers, these are very good reviewers on this platform. I know you have been watching them, you've been seeing them on this platform. Very, very good contribution from them. They have what we call wisdom, what we call intelligence right there within them. And these are people that still have something better than what some of these people in the aims of affairs have. I really need to appreciate you people. Okwara, Mr. Okwara, how are you doing? God bless you. Thanks for coming, and you also. Thanks for granting this interview. Thank you so much. And this is where we wrap it up on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands on Flip TV. Do endeavor to join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstand. That still means Michael Adekule. Of course, the main man behind the camera is Festus Oluwabukumi. Very, very good, brilliant guy, keeping it real on Flip TV. Still the one editing Bystander, and also very creative guy. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.